August 2025, I purchased a pedal from the great nation of Poland, which, according to my research, was subject to the new tariffs. I want to relay my real-world experience with that, and I think collectively as gear enthusiasts, the more information we can put out there as far as what we're experiencing with tariffs, even though they're changing by the week or day or whatever, maybe it can help people make informed decisions. I'm really not into the politics of it. I don't have the mental real estate for everything I'm dealing with that's right in front of me in life to sit and watch and be really engaged in the political discourse. I doubt Brad from the Guitologist channel will see my video from my little corner of the YouTubes, but he would probably say I'm a lazy American and that I'm not engaged in that kind of stuff, and he would be correct. I've really been on a huge fuzz kick lately, and the pedal that I landed on that I just had to have to make all of my dreams come true. This is the Analog Wise Pedals Drop Dead, and it's going to get its own video because it is a godlike fuzz. That thing clicked in my brain that happens with all of us gear enthusiasts. Gotta have it, gonna buy it. It's happening. I'm already into the transaction, ready to finalize everything, and it strikes me, hey, this pedal's in Poland. It's a EU country. I'm aware there's some tariff implications, but not exactly sure on that particular day or week what the tariffs with the EU is looking like. So I engage in my highly nuanced Google Foo research skills and read several different tariff trackers and all that kind of stuff, and the conclusion was I wasn't really sure. The best I could determine on August 7th, the day I hit the buy button and paid the money, this should have been a 10%-ish tariff tax. Analog Wise is a really cool company. I think it's a one-man operation, but their pedals are very affordable. I was looking at $120 for a really cool fuzz, and even 10%, 15%, whatever of that, we're not talking about life-changing money here. So instead of having the approach of, oh, bummer, this is going to cost extra because of tariffs, I thought this will be a cool little test. It's not that much money involved. And I can see for myself how this is going to apply to my gear purchases, as they sometimes can lead to exotic locales outside the borders of my home country of the U.S. August 7th, I hit the buy button. This on the Analog Wise Reverb store, $120, and there was a tax that was around $10. I'm not sure what that tax was, whether it was state sales tax or estimated tax associated with the purchase being overseas. I still don't know. Even with that additional tax cost, I was perfectly willing and ready to pay an additional tariff cost because, it's like 10% or whatever. I was excited to get an awesome fuzz pedal and also to kind of see how all this stuff worked. I've gotten stuff through customs before, but never with all this tariff stuff going on. The Analog Wise Pedal Wizard, that's what I'm going to call him because he's making some really awesome stuff. He ships like right away. Then he and I are both at the mercy of this international postal transaction and how that's going to unfold between Poland shipping something to the U.S. From previous experience, I knew it was going to take 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month. And I was able to track all this. It actually took 20 days on the dot to land in my city. During that 20 days, I'm trying to figure out or waiting for some manifestation of me paying a tariff. Am I going to get billed? Am I going to get something in the mail? I just didn't know how that was going to come about. Like I said, 20 days after the purchase, Postal Service sticks the notice on my door, signature required. I'm like, that's how they get you. You gotta sign and be there to receive and pay. Or in my case, nobody was there, so I have to now go to the post office and I'm going to pay whatever tariff is associated with it there. That seemed like a fairly sensible process, so the next day I take my little notice into the post office, ready to do my citizen duty and follow the laws of this land and do my part in paying my taxes as a productive U.S. citizen that doesn't care about politics. At the post office, it's the normal sign for package process that I've done other times with other stuff I've bought. I sign and hit the button or whatever, and I'm ready for a balance to pop up. You owe $10, $15, whatever. Imagine my surprise when the balance popped up as 0. I didn't know anything. I was a little surprised, but not surprised enough for me to ask them to look for a way for me to pay extra money. So I got my fuzz pedal and left. The transaction from my end was no different than if I would have bought a pedal from Europe a year ago. I don't know if that tax estimate Reverb calculated covered it, or did they get it in customs and there's some internal deal where $120 guitar pedal isn't worth the forms and manpower involved to collect the $10. I don't know. I'm interested in hearing anybody else that's done a similar transaction. The whole tariff thing is kind of a fluid situation, a little chaotic. I can only imagine being a business trying to project your operations through all of this. My conclusion, I bought an awesome pedal shipped from Poland. I don't know if I had to pay the tariff or not. I don't know if I did pay the tariff or not. The only difference in this transaction versus times I bought from out of the country before is I was kind of waiting on something else to happen and it never did. So that's it for this edition of Guitar Vacation. Just kind of a public service. Here's my experience as of August 2025. I don't know if that's what everybody can expect all the time with a similar item in that price range. That's just what happened in my particular case, ordering on August 7th, 2025. Happy Guitar Vacation to all of you, and don't be like me, quit buying pedals and practice. That's what's going to make us better. We'll holler at you soon.